started here. So by way of introduction, my name is Holly Warren. I am one of our success managers here at Givebutter. Just so I stay on the same page with all of you, my dish that I am looking forward to tomorrow is mac and cheese. That is my go-to for Thanksgiving, and I cannot wait. So I'm hoping everyone has a great holiday week. And for now, we'll go ahead and jump into the demo. So to start off with, let's go over a quick agenda here for everyone. So we're going to start with the welcome and introductions that we're doing now. So if you haven't yet, go ahead, introduce yourself in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. The bulk of our time together today is going to be spent in the demo, getting hands-on with Givebutter and showing you the nitty-gritty of it so we can get to know it really well. And then at the end, I'll leave about 10 to 15 minutes for a live Q&A so you can get all of your burning questions answered. A couple of housekeeping notes. If you have questions throughout the demo, that's great. I'm happy to answer them. Please go ahead and use the Q&A function rather than the chat function for any questions. During the demo, if you have any comments, reactions, are really impressed by something, or you just have a favorite emoji you want to share, go ahead and use the chat function for any of those reactions and comments. Kate, our success team lead, will be managing our chat and Q&A functions today, so she'll be helping out in there. And then the demo slides and recording will be sent to everyone after the demo. Usually it's the next business day, but it might be delayed until Friday with the holiday this week. Perfect. So meet Givebutter, your end-to-end fundraising solution. So instead of using a mix of outdated and expensive tools, Givebutter brings together everything that you need to successfully raise funds, track your progress, and engage with your supporters, all completely free. We are the #1 free fundraising platform across multiple independent rating sites, and we are best known for our ease of use, ease of setup, and the quality of our award-winning support team. Givebutter is composed of 3 main products that I'm going to be taking you through today. Raise, our internal fundraising software, Track, our internal CRM software, and Engage, our internal marketing software. And to really show you all 3 of these key features of Givebutter, I'm actually going to jump out of my slide deck here and into the dashboard of Givebutter so we can get hands-on. Perfect. So as I mentioned before, I'm going to be taking you through Raise, Track, and Engage today, and I'll go through them in that order. So starting here with Raise, which is our internal fundraising software. So with Raise, we give you 3 campaign types or 3 types of fundraisers, and those are forms, pages, and events. And they all build on each other in terms of feature set, with forms being the most basic of the 3 and events being the most feature rich. I'm going to take you through all 3 of those here today, starting with forms, and then we'll work our way up to events. But starting with forms, the first thing I want to point out with forms is that across all Givebutter campaign types, we give you the option for custom branding. So here you'll get your logo. You can custom set a color to this background and the form will match as well. All campaigns on Givebutter have the option for a custom URL slug. So you can go ahead and customize that to whatever you like. So if you have a Giving Tuesday campaign that you want to specialize, you want to run for fun, whatever it is, you can go ahead and customize that link up there. Here in our form, you can have, of course, your title, a description of what your form is raising for. You can choose to raise towards a goal or not. You can choose to allow your donors to designate their gift to a fund or not. As well, you can choose what giving frequencies you would like to allow your donors to select. And we have the options of one-time, monthly, quarterly, and yearly, and you can allow your donors to select any of those combinations if you would like. Down here, you're able to customize the suggested donation amounts and their contextualizations. This way you can really share the impact your donors will be having right here next to that suggested donation amount. This donation flow itself is easily embeddable into your website or another web page. And to show you an example of that, I have one of our users, Project Embrace, pulled up here. So here you can see this form is embedded seamlessly into their website. They've also customized this form with their selected giving frequencies, suggested donation amounts, and contextualizations to really personalize this form to them, their brand, and what they need to raise for. So that is the giving form. And the big sister to forms is our pages, which takes everything that's great about this giving form and adds a whole lot more functionality. So this is a Givebutter donation page. So here on the page, we keep all that great custom branding with your logo, that URL slug, and we add a lot more features. So here to start, we give you the option to have a cover photo or video. Again, you can choose to fundraise towards a goal or not. We also have a robust peer-to-peer functionality that I'll come back to and talk about in just a moment. Scrolling down the page here, we have this great story section that you can customize with unlimited photos, videos, and text to really tell the story behind your fundraiser and the why behind it, so your donors will know what impact they're helping to make. Here on the right-hand side of the page, we have our supporter feed, where your supporters can leave sweet messages of support, some fun gifts, photos, drawings, or any other comments they'd like to leave for you here. We also added a new feature in September where you as an admin can also add a campaign update into the supporter feed. So here you can give a sweet message of support back, a campaign update about how your campaign's doing, a call to action if you want one mid-campaign. And with this campaign update, we give you the option to allow it to naturally trickle down in that supporter feed as more donations come in. Or you can pin this update to the top, so it's the first thing your donors see right under the donate button here on the page. You can also email this update to campaign followers if you have Engaged Connected as well, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. Here, this donate button, that's where that form that you saw on that previous page, the form, that's where this will live, right in here. Scrolling down to our peer-to-peer functionality, we've taken some good time to build this out and make it really robust because, as we know, people like to give to people that they know. So we want to make sure that we capitalize on that. So I'm going to use our CEO, Max, as an example. So all team members will get their own team member page. So when I click on Max, I am taken to his team member page. So here, Max can choose if he wants to fundraise towards his own goal or not. If he has a goal, that'll roll up into the total up here as well, so that the overall fundraising goal goes up as Max's goal does as well. Here in Max's page, he can customize his story just like the admins of the account can, with photos, videos, and text to really share the why behind why he is fundraising for your cause and why it's so personal to him. Max also gets his own sharing link. So here he can copy and share his link out. He can also go ahead and directly share it on social media to help let his friends and family know that, hey, he's fundraising. This is where they can go to help him. When his friends and family go to donate as well, he will automatically be credited with their donation with his custom sharing link here. This way, Max will also get an update to say, oh, hey, my family just donated, and he can go and send them a personal thank you if he chooses to do so. We also have the option for multi-team fundraising. So if a group of your supporters want to work together to fundraise, we have that option as well. So the last campaign type that I want to go over today is our events page, which takes everything from forms and pages and adds on some additional functionality. So here in events, it has everything that was really great about forms and pages and adds on a few more features to help make it even more feature rich. The most notable, of course, is going to be tickets. So here we allow you to add unlimited ticket types, both in person or digital, free or paid. With a digital ticket and the receipt attached to it will be a link that you can preset on the back end so that your supporters know where to go at the time of your live stream. If it's an in-person event, attached to your supporters' receipt will be a PDF ticket with a QR code attached that you can later scan to check in so that you can know that they attended your event as well. Down here, when we scroll down, we also have all the event information here on the page. So whether that event is live streamed or in person, and the date, time, any really relevant information, maybe parking information, you can include all of that right there. We also have this great add to calendar button, so your supporters can add your event to the calendar of their choosing so they make sure they don't miss it. If you're doing a live stream event, this cover photo here can be changed out with your live stream. This way, as donors are watching your event, they can also donate in real time, watch that supporter feed go up in real time, and really just engage with you on another level. And this way, they never have to click away to make sure they donate. So they can see the whole event and donate right at the same time. So all of these three campaign types are really the donor-facing side of Givebutter. So let's jump back into the dashboard and go over some of those back-end or the admin-facing side of Givebutter. So all those campaign types that we just talked about were a part of Raise. And building on Raise is going to be Track. So here in Track, we give you the ability to track all interactions with supporters of your campaigns and your organization. So here in our Contacts tab, we really built out the contacts in their own way to show all the details that you can. So if I click on Jane here, I can see her total contributions to my organization, a timeline of her interactions with my organization, as well as her contact information over here. A really cool feature with Givebutter is that we give you the ability to add unlimited custom tags to any constituent. So any kind of tag you want to add, whether they really like cats or they've donated over $500, you can add as many unlimited as you want to any and all of your contacts. Back here in that Contacts tab, you can then go ahead and filter your contacts by tags, total contributions, dates of birth. And then after you filter down and save those contacts and have those filters that you want, you can then save that as a segment. So you can go back and pull those lists again and again later on as you continue to use Givebutter. We also give you the option to import contacts. So if you have contacts on another platform that you would like to have in Givebutter, you can do that here via a simple CSV file. In Track, we also give you the ability to track all transactions from your contacts. So you can go ahead and click on a contact and see all that transaction information here. We also give you the ability to track recurring plans for any donors that select a different recurring frequency other than a one-time. So you can see the history and total recurring plans here. Here's where you will also track your tickets for those event campaign types that you have set up within Givebutter. So here you can see whether the ticket is digital, in person, whether they're checked in or not. Here in that Tickets tab, this is where you can scan those PDF tickets if you have those and you'd like to scan those in as well. I'm not going to do that today because I don't want to mess up this live stream, but that's where that will be too. So after you've tracked all of your contacts, have your tags, everyone's uploaded, you have your segments created, the last thing that you want to do is reach out to them, which is where Engage comes in, our third product in our internal marketing software. So here in Engage, this is where you can send targeted messages to supporters so that you can engage with them and really work on your donor stewardship in another way. With all of our emails here, we'll give you great statistics on how that email is doing. You can view a list of who's opened it, who unsubscribed, who bounced here, and really see those statistics. These statistics can also be really impactful if you ever want to do A/B testing. You can see how different emails are doing based upon these statistics here. Our email builder is like Givebutter, and everything we try to do, we try to make it simple, beautiful, and easy to use. So when you build out an email with Givebutter, that custom branding, that's going to stay around. We're not getting rid of that anywhere on Givebutter. So you go ahead, you have your custom branding up here, that color, and then this beautiful customizable email as well. With Givebutter, we have several places as well where we have a Canva and a YouTube integration, including on that campaign update on the forms and events pages, as well as when you're creating an email here in Engage. You can go ahead and directly embed a graphic from Canva or a video from YouTube and have that thumbnail ready to go so people can see it nice and easily. And that's a native integration that we have built into our Givebutter dashboard. Perfect. So I'm hoping all of this sounds really good. And so the last thing that this brings me to talking about is pricing. What is the pricing for all of this? Well, Givebutter is free forever. That's just the way that we roll, butter pun intended. So Givebutter is supported by 100% optional tips. So whether a donor decides to leave us a tip at checkout or not, will not impact the fees that you or your organization pay. There is a processing fee associated with transactions on Givebutter, and that goes directly to our payment processing partners, not to us. And that is 1.9% plus 30 cents for ACH transactions and 2.9% plus 30 cents for all other transactions. At Givebutter, one of the things we really pride ourselves on is that we accept such a wide range of payment methods. And this includes Venmo, Google Pay, Apple Pay, Microsoft Pay, including all major credit and debit cards, as well as ACH transactions for verified 501c nonprofits. If you do not want to have donor tipping turned on, no problem. You can turn those off in favor of small fixed rate platform fees that vary from 1%, 3%, and 5% based on the campaign type that you choose. We also give you the ability to choose how you would like to present these processing fees and platform fees to donors. And we give you the ability to allow your donors to cover those on your behalf. And we find that over 95% of donors will cover those platform fees and transaction fees on your behalf when asked to do so. And that's the default model or method on all Givebutter campaign types, is that we give your donors the option to cover the fees. And we find that 95% of them do, which results in less than a 1% fee for you as the organization. So that is how Givebutter works in a nutshell. So if that sounds really good, I'm hoping it does. You can go ahead and click sign up here on our website. It takes about 30 seconds to create an account, and it's completely free to do so. So you can go in, play around, let us know what questions you have. And if questions come up, this chat widget is everywhere on any screen in Givebutter. So if you go ahead and click this, you'll have access to our award-winning support team, and you can go ahead and send them a message. They are available from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they are here and ready to help out with any questions you have, or if you want just a cool gift, you can go ahead and say hi to them too. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see if there's any questions here in our Q&A. Wow, no questions so far. Does anyone have any questions about Givebutter, the usage of it, anything you want some more details of? I am so happy to answer any of your questions while we're here together. Does anyone want an example of how anything looks or anything like that as well? Let's see here. We got a quiet group today. Perfect. Michael asked, how long has it taken Givebutter to get where you guys are at in terms of backend and features? Michael, this is a really great question. I'm actually going to share my screen again to show you something really fun. So Givebutter is a product-like company. So we rely on the feedback of our users to help us decide what to build next. So it's taken us our whole life as a company to get to where we are, but that's because we're constantly building and we release new features every month. If you ever have a feature request, want to give us feedback, want to talk to us about what's going on, you can go ahead and click our roadmap here. And this is where you can go see what features are under review, what are planned, what's in progress, and you can help give us feedback so we know what you'd like to see and help direct the company and the product to see where it's going to go next. Jacita asks, can you tell us about integrations with Bloomerang? Yes, so Bloomerang is one of our native integrations. So you can go ahead and connect your Bloomerang dashboard on the back end. And that way you can connect the two, share transactions, contact history, and things like that. It is a one-way integration. So Givebutter will send contact information and interaction information to Bloomerang. Bloomerang won't send it back, but that is one of our native integrations that we can send you more information on, Jacita. Christine asks, what about online auctions? Christine, this is a great question. Online auctions is a feature request that we have. We do not have the native ability to do so, but we can add your feedback to that feature request, or you can go to our feedback and our roadmap here, and you can go ahead and vote on that feature. So you'll be subscribed for updates in the future if we end up implementing that. Charlotte asks, do you integrate with DoubleKnot? Charlotte, we do not have a native integration with DoubleKnot, but we do have an integration with Zapier. So here on our website, I have my chat function blocking the things that I need. So if you go under platform integrations, you can search all of our integrations here. And we have a native integration with Zapier, which is a third-party software that allows you to connect other software to Givebutter via something they call a Zap. So you can go ahead and explore that integration. Zapier has its own pricing model, but on Givebutter's end, everything is free. Michael, can you elaborate on the Canva plugin you mentioned? Yes, Michael, I absolutely can. I'm so glad you asked about that. So the Canva integration exists in a couple places. So one of my favorite places is here in the campaign update. So when I go here and I want to talk to my supporters, this little plus button will have that Canva integration. This will go ahead and open up Canva. I'm not going to do that now because it might mess up the stream a little bit. And so if you have any pre-existing graphics that you want to drag and drop, you can do that there, or you can create a graphic in real time and then plop that here into the message. This Canva integration also exists within Engage. So when you're creating an email, if you have a graphic you want to put in, maybe an infographic, or you just want to create a different visual for your emails, you can go ahead and open up that Canva integration and then open up those photos or that graphic into your email, and that'll get sent out directly. So you don't have to download and switch between screens. Definitely. That's a fantastic question. Perfect. These are some great questions, everyone. Perfect. Does anyone have any other questions about Givebutter? Want to know how to get started, where to get started, or any examples that I can help show you today? Perfect. Well, if there are no other questions, I want to encourage everyone to go ahead and sign up, start playing around. And if you have questions, please go ahead and email us. You can email our support team at support@givebutter.com, or go ahead and click on this chat widget here. And it looks like we have another question here from Jasita. Can the page and event also be integrated into my website? So Jasita, with these pages here, only the donation flow is embeddable into your website. If you want people to come and see this whole page here, you can link out to it. Perfect. Michael asks, for the integrations, do you work with the companies directly or program it all yourselves? So Michael, there's a combination. So there's a couple native integrations in which we have in partnership with those native integrations, such as Bloomerang or ThankView. There are other integrations that we don't work directly with it. You can program that yourself via our open API, or you can connect our software to another software platform via Zapier, which is a different kind of software that'll connect the two. That's a great question. Perfect. Well, thank you everyone so much for joining the demo today. I'm so glad to have everyone here joining us on this holiday week. I hope everyone has the best Thanksgiving, gets lots of yummy food, and can share it with everyone else as well. Michael wants to know where Givebutter got its name. I love that question. So our founders, and we can send you the link to the video of it, years ago when they founded Givebutter in a dorm room, they were trying to help people find a way to give better. And one of them was like, let's help them give better. And then they created Givebutter because we wanted to create it as a way to give better together. And so butter is just a really fun way to do it. And we love butter puns and butter memes. And it's just, that's how we roll. Perfect. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for joining us here. And I hope to see you all as users very soon. Have a great day.
You turned this from an idea in a dorm room into the #1 rated fundraising platform on the internet.
You raised over $100 million for charitable causes just in the last year.
You are making the world a better place, one gift at a time.